Hi viewers, welcome to Physio with Anand. In today's segment, we are going to see a top 5 core exercises. Yes, it's going to help you to burn your belly fat. Core exercises also going to give you a good stability and balance. If you are a person who is quite active in sport, these exercises are going to help you to bring up your stability and balance. A good stability and balance means less injuries. It also improves your sporting performance. In addition to that, core exercises also been prescribed for patients with lower back pain, particularly fighting with chronic lower back pain. What we know from research is, if your core stability is better, usually it gives a better stability on your lumbar spine. Eventually, less episodes of lower back pain. Okay, it's time to see our top 5 core exercises. Number 1 in our list is plank. A plank is one of the widely used core exercises. Plank helps you to stimulate most of the muscles in your abdominal cavity. The plank can be done in different ways, from beginners to an advanced level. So in this video, we are going to see all the different modifications that we can do with plank. Make sure you have a straight line, the knees has to be straight, your pelvis has to be in level with your shoulders. Shoulders should not be elevated, elbow and shoulder should be in a straight line. Make sure you breathe relaxedly. The modification is a knee plank. You just bend your knee, the knee is on the ground now, everything else still remains the same. You will still get a good contraction of your core muscles. When you are good at this, you can do a combination of both. That means 5 seconds you go with the knee plank, and the next 5 seconds you go with the knee extension plank. So you can switch between knee bending as well as the knee straightening. This is the next version that you can do. So if you are a bit more advanced, you can also do a leg lift. So you can lift the leg alternate side, which will give you a much more workout for your core muscle. Number 2 in our list is side plank. It's one of the widely used exercises to stimulate your oblique muscles. So in this video, we will see a normal version of side plank as well as some of the modifications. The elbow has to be directly below your shoulder line. Make sure that your pelvis is in straight line, knee straight, get a proper posture. Your body should not be rotated forward or backward. Make a neutral position. Remember to breathe in and breathe out. You can do the side plank with the knee bend position as well. So knees are slightly bent, everything else remains the same. Maintain the straight line, lift the pelvis up as much as you can, hold the position for 15 to 20 seconds. You can also add a loop band, resistance band above your knee, and you can do a clamshell exercise along with the side plank, which will activate your glutes, particularly a gluteus medius. It's an excellent stability group of muscle. The next variation, if you want a little bit more advanced in side plank, you can do the normal straight knee plank, and you can do a hip dips. So dip your hip down and lift up. You can do about 10 repetitions each side. This is called hip dips. The next variation, you can also add a thoracic rotation, so which will add some kind of a dynamic stability to the group of muscle. Number 3 in our list is a Flutter Kicks. It's widely used exercises, particularly in women, in order to stimulate your rectus abdominis muscle and hip flexors as well. When it comes to Flutter Kicks, it's very important to keep your lower back relaxed. If your lower back is not relaxed during a Flutter Kick, it might give you a lower back pain. So the technique that you can use is, you can use your hands placed just under your lumbar spine, that means on your sacrum, just higher part of your pelvis. When you put that, you make sure that your back is getting flattened. If it is not yet, you can adjust your arm position to get a flattened back. Get the back flat, press against the floor. Now you start your kicks. Make sure that your knees are straight and relaxed breathing. The variation of the flutter kicks is a scissoring. That means you can cross the leg, the midline. So when you're lifting the right leg, you can cross the midline and the alternate side. You can cross the midline. Now this is called scissors. And you are expected to do this kick around 20 seconds, 3 repetitions. Number 4 in our list is bridging. Bridging helps you to stimulate your posterior group of muscles, particularly your rectus spinae, your glutes, your hamstring. So the whole posterior chain of muscles will be activated by doing a bridging. So we will see a normal version of bridging as well as a modified versions. Watch out for the proper technique. When it comes to bridging, make sure you have a relaxed upper body. Bend your knees gently up till like 90 degrees. Place both the arms sideways and lift your pelvis up as much as you can. And you hold that position for about 15 seconds. And you can do this around 10 repetitions. You can also do the bridging with alternate side leg rises. Make sure you breathe in, breathe out when you are doing this exercise. Don't hold your breath. The next modified version is unilateral bridging. You can do the bridging with one leg. The next variation in bridging is a bridge walking. So you can walk out and walk back up again. So when you walk down, your weight will slowly transfer onto a heel. When you walk back in, it just slowly transfer back to your foot again. Number 5 in our list is Bulldog. One of the exercises widely being used in lower back pain rehabilitation. These exercises actually activate some of your stability group of muscles in your lower back, particularly multifidus. Make sure you have a good posture, a good lumbar lordosis. You should not be having exaggerated lumbar lordosis or very shallow lumbar lordosis. If you have a wrist pain, you couldn't extend your wrist, you can also use a fist hand position instead of extending your wrist fully. You have to do this exercise alternate side, a 5-second hold. It can be done in a different way to make these exercises much more interesting and challenging, as you can see in this video. Okay viewers, now we are at the end of this segment. You have seen all the 5 exercises. I hope you got an idea of how to do a core stability using these 5 exercises. Make sure you maintain a good posture, that's the key here. If you mess up with the posture, the whole thing doesn't work well. You don't need any equipment to do this exercise. All you need is just an yoga mat and you are good to go. If you like this video and if you want to see more of this kind of video, please do subscribe. If you are keen to do some more exercises to reduce your body weight or to keep you fit, I put a link here. Thank you.